All right. Good morning, Facebook, IGTV, and my business page over at Iridescent Solutions. I am so happy to be here today. This last week, since my last Friday Warrior, reflection here, has been amazing. I had 2 3-day events back to back. Now, you'll have noticed that on last Friday, I had went early, so that way I could get to one of my events that started that Friday. Let's just say I'm still humming from the first event, and the second event, let's just say there are no words for it. Just no words. It was a joint venture influencer summit. And that's kind of why we have this topic this week of how one person can change your life. One person. I had the blessing of meeting Barbie Layton when she joined the Better You Academy that Eric Edmeades and Roland Tocco are both co-hosts, co-founders of. And had I not met her in December, and we hit it off, and we got to kind of know each other, and she handed me an opportunity that has opened up my world in a way that I had no idea would happen. I didn't feel ready for it. So when I did the January event, I kind of dabbled. And that brings me back to what you put into it is what you get out of it. That was amazing. Okay. Even just the little bit that I learned, because I popped in for only 2 hours out of a 3-day event because I was scared. I didn't feel ready. I didn't think I had something to pitch. Lots of doubts, lots of fears. Okay. But what I learned stuck. What I took out of it kept repeating. And so even though I didn't do those 3 days back in January, I signed up for this March event, knowing I've got other events that were coming up that were going to help build me up. And they did. Much less the fact that I thought to myself after I did some reflecting about being scared and being afraid and not thinking I was enough, worthy, all of those thoughts that I had, even though I've been doing tons of work, it was outside my comfort zone. And I just didn't put my all into it. I was distracted by other things that I did have going on at the time, though when I look back, I thought they were more important. They weren't. They were important, but they weren't the important things. So now I'm learning that difference. It's like learning the difference between what really moves the needle forward and what I think moves the needle forward. Busy work doesn't move the needle forward. Creating content, sharing it, that's the big one. Not just writing it, creating it, sharing it, getting it out into the world. I noticed within myself, I love to plan. I love to organize. I love to take, but I'm not quite good on the action part. And so for the last 3 months, I've been taking more action. Now, it's not huge action. Let's get that out there first. It wasn't huge action. It was little tiny tiptoeing little steps outside my comfort zone. Because as I did those little tiny steps, as I talked to different people, as I did different things that I've never done before, took risks that I hadn't done before, those kind of things help to build what? My inner self-esteem. I learned how to build confidence, belief in myself that I could do something. And so now I can step out even nervous, even slightly afraid, even just wondering, what in the world am I doing in the room with the big dogs? Because not last 3 days, but Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, when I was with the big dogs, these were people I'd never even heard of, but yet they were the founders of the entrepreneurial journey. They were the people that back in the 80s, 90s, they were the ones that were starting this from scratch. They were the ones who have been around for 30 to 40 years in an industry that is still a baby. And I got to learn from them. And I got to pitch to them. Yes, I got to pitch to these people, and I got feedback, and I gained confidence. I gained understanding. I gained clarity. And I also realized how much I don't know. Hi. Thanks for joining me over on IG Live. I appreciate you. Thank you. We have got to step outside of our comfort zone, and we need to start doing it swinging. And that's what I did, hanging out with the big boys Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now, you've probably heard the term eat the frog. Eat the thing do the thing you don't want to do first thing. Well, I did that Monday morning. As anything, when you're doing a new event, now granted, yes, I did popped into the one in January, but to me, this was a new event. I hadn't pitched the last time. I hadn't stepped in and went full out, but this time I did. And as I did, I decided when he opened it up after he taught us the 12 questions he wanted us to answer while we were pitching, some of the techniques we could use, those kind of things, he asked for a volunteer to go first. And I decided to eat that frog. And let me tell you, I enjoyed it. And I'm not one who likes frogs. But here's the thing. Because I stepped up and did it for the feedback, I did it for myself, he told me how to take it one more level in an extremely short period of time. And I loved it. Because he looked at me and he goes, that was great. Because he gave me 2 minutes to pitch it, and I did it in a minute and a half. And he says, now I'm going to tell you how to take it one step further. And he did. And so by the end of the 3-day event, we had 3 minutes. And I was filling the space with far more information and a little bit slower and a little bit more comfortable. More, am I still nervous going? Yes. But now I equate it more to, I'm excited that I get to do this. I get to, and I'm looking forward to the event in June. This is a beauty of when one person, thank you, Miss Barbie Layton, opens up opportunities you didn't even know existed. I met people. I've got calls coming up in the next 2 weeks to meet with people to get on podcasts, to get to be a speaker. Heck, there's even one I might end up being kind of a ad hoc coach on somebody else's platform. What the heck? Who knew that was even an option, right? Other than just being paid to be over there, right? No, this would be me coaching people. Now, it's very interesting about how your life can change. But I did really learn one thing. There's a lot I don't know. And so be a student, be open-minded, learn from everybody you meet. And when somebody hands you an opportunity that seems too good to be true, yeah, it might be. But then on the other hand, it might be the best thing for you ever. Okay? So take the risks. Go after your dreams. Be that warrior that comes out swinging. Okay? Take what you know and what you think you don't know and go out, follow your dreams and your goals, and look at that moonshot that you've always had and said, game on. Because my goal is to reach 10 million people and impact them in some way. 10 million. And I'm already on my way. All right. You guys have an awesomely fantastic weekend because, of course, I'll see you on Monday back here. Same bat channel, same bat time. Okay? 9 a.m. Monday morning. I'll be back with more wisdom, with more ideas, everything. And of course, what launches April 5th, which is next Monday? The Warrior Epiphany. My brand new course launches starting April 5th through the month of April. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So we can get started in May. Sorry, I don't have the date right off the top of my head, but we'll start in May for 12 weeks of hanging out with this person and learning how to swing for the fences, to learn how to charge into the face of fear, grow courage, confidence, get clarity, and get what we want today. So go to my website, iridescentsolutions.com. Go check it out on my Facebook page. If you're on IG, check me out, Barbara Ann Shepherd 13. That's where I'm at. Okay? Come see me. Get in here. Get in and join the warrior movement. Let's do this. You guys have an awesomely fantastic week. Bye.